Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joe. I just want to say the title of this video might be a bit clickbaity, but I promise you there's some quite surprising stuff that I want to share with you guys. And if you stick around the end, maybe you can decide and let me know if you think if the title is justifiable for this video. So I finally want to update you guys on the BMW M3 story that's been going on. I've made a couple of videos in the past in more detail if you want to go and find out a bit more, but if this is the first video that you've joined in this series, which I really hope is going to be the last one, I just want to quickly update you what's been happening. I took my M3 into a main BMW dealer and I've got them to do a MOT, the spark plugs change, the brake fluids change, the diff oil change, as well as the engine oil change. When they did the spark plugs, they forgot to plug the camshaft sensor back in, and the diff was making a lot of grinding noises in the back after the oil change, which didn't happen before. So these are the two biggest issues that I've had, and some people have commented in my previous videos why I didn't go back regarding the camshaft sensor. So I just want to quickly address that one as well, because I thought if it was a simple fix, which it was, by plugging the cable back in, I would just leave it at that, because I couldn't be bothered to go through the whole, back and forth process of either email or calling or taking the car back in, as this video kind of shows, because it's October now and I took the car in for the original service back in August. They didn't do anything about the diff noise last time I took it in, and so that was annoying. So I decided to raise a further complaint just because the noise wasn't going away, and after spending another day taking the car back in, they haven't actually done anything to fix it. So that was super annoying, but in the meantime, someone actually pointed out to me on my video that they've actually put the wrong grade of engine oil in the car, which I completely missed on the invoice. So that's the point where I decided I don't want to deal with the customer service advisor anymore, and I wanted to raise it to someone higher up, at senior, I don't know, maybe the service manager or someone else. The annoying thing is they don't actually tell you who the service manager is, and you can't find the information easily on their website or such. So basically I did some quick Googling and digging on LinkedIn and stuff like that. I found out who the service manager was, or any of those more senior people, and I found out their name. The email address isn't available publicly, but I just took a gamble and followed their usual BMW email format, which is their first name dot surname at bmw.co.uk. They did respond, but it wasn't the service manager, as expected. In a way, they've dumped it back down to some other more experienced customer advisor. So I got a reply from that person, and therein onwards, I was dealing with this person instead of the manager. But I guess it's understandable, because whatever managers do out there, they have their other things to deal with. So, but I'm glad that it got somewhere at least, and I got replies. So yeah, in the past couple of weeks or months, I've been having a conversation dialogue with someone at BMW through emails, lots of back and forth, lots of, I've provided like all the evidence there is, like all the images and what has happened. Eventually, I finally arranged to get the car back in for a full service, and they gave me a BMW M4 competition as a courtesy car. I do not believe it's their normal fleet for rentals, so I think they trying to make me happy, which I'm kind of glad, because I've never driven the M4 before, even though it's been out for ages now and the new one's just around the corner. I'm thinking about, just on a side note, I'm thinking about making a video about my impression on the M4, because like I said, it's been out since 2014 or something like that, and I've never driven it. It's quite interesting, and so yeah, I might make a video about it, comparing it to the M3 if you're interested. Let me know down below. Anyway, back to the car. The car was in for 2 days, so I had the M4 for 2 days as well. Quite interesting. So the car was in for 2 days, and I've asked them to provide me with as much evidence as possible what they've done, because I'm very skeptical at this point, as you can imagine, if they've actually done anything properly. So there's no way I could stick around for the 2 days, and they won't let me in the workshop for the usual health and safety and whatnot. So I didn't think that was possible, but I did ask him to provide me with whatever evidence if possible. So here's the video that he shot for me after all the bits and pieces was done. I'll just share it with you guys quickly.
In terms of the brake fluid service, Nigel was happy the brake fluid service had been completed. Nevertheless, as I promised, we have redone the brake fluid service. So as you can see, just there, the bleed nipples themselves, they are still wet where Nigel hasn't cleaned them off yet. But the brake fluid service has been done on all 4 calipers. Nigel has used just over 500 millilitres of BMW approved brake fluid to do this as well. The spark plugs have been checked, so the relevant trims to gain access to that have been removed. Spark plugs checked, they were all absolutely fine. We have replaced the oil filter as I promised, and we have put the correct oil in the engine. Nigel has also given the vehicle the once over, and I'm pleased to inform you he hasn't found anything else to be of a defect, whether it be due to the last visit or just in general. So and the differential itself is actually out of the vehicle. Reason for that is Nigel is currently replacing the seals on the differential itself. So as you can see, he's got the differential sat in an oil drainer here. We are replacing this input shaft seal and both output shaft seals whilst it's in with us today.
So that's all I've got from them in terms of evidence. It's not super clear whether they have done certain parts. Like, I was a bit surprised that they said they've redone the brake fluid, because I didn't really say there wasn't issues, or I couldn't prove whether they've done it or not. But I did say to them, like, can you just check everything again, because I'm very skeptical on what the previous technician has done in that original service. But as you saw in the video, he said that the brake fluid was done again, but you can't really tell. It was like super dark, and what's not to say, he just pointed at it and just said, as you can see here, the brake fluid was done. So yeah, I didn't really have an issue with it before, but you know, if he says he's done it, great, I guess. The other issue is, again, well, the other same thing is, they said they've redone the engine oil, which was a big issue because obviously it was the wrong grade. And again, not much to go by whether they have done it or not, just by pointing at it and saying that they have done it. Yeah, so I'm a little bit still not 100% sure if they have done it or not. So I'm just gonna have to take their word for it in the meantime. But the major issue that I have was with the diff, and that one I can definitely tell that it made a difference, because I've driven the car about 500 miles now since I've picked it up, and I've not heard it make any more noises. So that's a very good outcome so far. It should have been a very simple surface, but as you saw, it just went on and on with all the issues and taking forever to get to this point where it was finally fixed. So yeah, time was wasted, and fuel and money of going back and forth. There was no solid evidence on what's been done, so that's annoying as well. I did try and chase them up on it, but I'm not having much luck at the moment. So it's a bit annoying because my invoice states that the wrong grade of oil was used, and all the stuff that they have redone or fixed, I don't have any documentations to back it up except for that video that they sent me. So that's a bit annoying as well. And the final negative point I wanted to point out is that whether there was any long-term damage being done to the engine or the diff, even though now it's been fixed, hopefully. But it's something that I can't confirm, verify for sure whether there is any long-term damage. So that's a little bit annoying as well. To end the video on something more positive, I'm glad they actually picked up on this case and did try and fix it, which I think they have done, you know. I hope they have. So that's good, and it was a good opportunity to test out the M4 because I've never driven that car before. If this all didn't happen, then I probably wouldn't have a chance to drive the car for 2 days. So that was kind of a nice experience. And the final thing is, you might have saw in the video, was they fixed the output shaft leak as well as the input. So they fixed the input and the 2 output shafts. It's something that they didn't tell me beforehand that they were going to fix, but I guess they knew that they've messed up really badly, so they actually fixed it. when I saw the video, I thought I was going to get charged for it, but I didn't get a bill when I picked the car up, and they said that they've done it for free. So it was kind of a nice gesture that they went ahead and fixed it, because it was quite an expensive bill. Although if I were to go and get that fixed, I probably would have gone somewhere else by now, because yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to go back to that dealer yet, but I probably would have gone to an independent specialist instead. But anyhow, they went ahead and fixed it, and the original quote was somewhere between £500 and £700. So that kind of compensated on all of the hassle I've had up until this point. So yeah, I'm happy that they've done it, and it kind of makes up for all the time and money and headaches that I've had dealing with them. So that's it. I'm just glad it's done. I don't really feel like anything anymore. I don't feel annoyed or angry or happy at the same time, because it's just dragged on for so long. So I'm just glad it's done. Yeah. What do you guys think? If you were in my position, should I try and get some more evidence about the work that's been done? They did actually promise me that they were going to do a follow-up afterwards. They said, take the car back, do a drive, and come back for a checkup to see if everything is fine. But like I said, they've kind of gone radio silent on me now, because I asked them to do a final checkup as well as provide some documentation of what's been done. But maybe the guy's on holiday, or maybe he just wants to never speak to me again. I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you think about this whole thing, and whether I should do the final chase to finish this whole thing off. At the moment, I'm not entirely sure, and I'm running out of time because I've got this booked. Is it going to go in focus? Yeah, I need to get this done because the absolute final date for this year is coming up. And yeah, if you are interested on this, make sure that you come back at some point. I won't tell you to subscribe or not, but just FYI, this is coming up, and this was something that I wanted to do way back in August after the service, but unexpectedly it's dragged on till this point. But I'm kind of glad, because it's just enough time for the 25th of October, which is the final available date for the track day. So that's it. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. Hopefully I'll chop it down. It won't be too long. But if you've made it this far and you followed my journey up until this point, thank you ever so much for all these suggestions and help that I've had on the forum as well as on the channel, and even some private messages as well as emails. Yeah, I'm very thankful for all the support and help that I've had for this issue. Anyway, it's kind of done now. Whatever happens, it's done now. So let's move on with the more exciting stuff and other projects and other videos which I want to focus on. So anyway, I'll wrap this video up. Thanks for watching as always, and I will catch you in the next one.